How's it going, everybody? And welcome to episode 79. Just kidding. I messed up last week, so that's on me. We're on episode 80 of the Game and Talk podcast. We're coming at you live from the Smoky Hills of Sacramento, California. You can't go outside or else you'll fucking die. Chris doesn't know what
It's
we're
pretty
talking
crazy
about.
for you guys out there.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, aren't you like south of the fires or something?
So yeah, I'm like maybe about 45 minutes to an hour. So luckily I don't see it.
Lucky you. But like, yeah, it's smoky as hell up here. So if you live in Sacramento, stay indoors. If you don't go outside unless you really need to. I mean, it's not gonna fucking like kill you instantly, but it's just not healthy, you know?
Yeah, it's like smoking a couple cigarettes a day.
Exactly. It's just like, yeah, if you don't smoke cigarettes, well, you do now. So, in case you guys don't know, I'm your host.
Quick question for you, Joey.
What?
If you open the windows right now, how bad is it?
Well, let's find out.
We have 1 mile of visibility here in Sacramento.
The scientific method is on cue right now. The
No,
society's watching. Oh, okay, good. We're good.
He didn't die, so he's fine.
Yeah, I didn't.
The effects won't be known for decades at a time. His kid might be growing with a third leg or something.
I mean, fucking, don't all men have third legs? Let's be real, fellas. All right, guys. I'm your host, Joey Ferris, and I'm joined by Chris Del Castillo.
How's it going, guys?
And Alan Plummer.
The third leg joke got me. Just
and
hello.
Alejandro Chavez.
Let's get this sick W, boys.
This is a sick W, lads. Let's get that chicken dinner.
Crush it. Let's get that bread.
Yes.
This episode sponsored by Logitech. Thank you for that 4K Pro camera.
Logitech.
It looks amazing.
Logitech always hooks us up. We love them so much. Like the keyboard I'm using.
Want to hear something funny? Hold on.
Okay.
Headphones. Logitech.
Same.
Mouse. Logitech.
Same.
I use their wireless mouse and keyboard wireless mouse and keyboard gaming style. It's a gaming keyboard that's wireless. I know everyone's like, wired is the end all be all. I'm like, nah. This is
wired
awesome.
Is good for latency kind of thing, especially with like latency is a big thing when it comes to games like fighting games and stuff because input lag and junk like that. But like I hardly ever notice it. Like I've been using the wired keyboard that they gave us, and then the Logitech mouse, and then the headphones. I love it.
Logitech actually has been really good on latency. There's almost no latency for the products.
Wireless. I haven't, like I said, I hardly notice anything, and that's what I love. So shout out to them giving us the sick dub, giving Chris his hookup for his 4K webcam.
Yeah, and everything looks amazing. Huzzah! Better than
I can finally see some of that art in the background.
I was going to say Excelsior. Yes, Excelsior.
You're gonna make me cry, Joe. You're gonna make me cry.
All right, I have to be that guy though. Everyone's talking about how horrible and
middle guy
he died. Yeah, it's always sad when someone dies. But guys, he was 95 years old. It wasn't that sudden, but he was a great man. That's all that matters. He's
been a lot sick. He was sick practically all of last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 95. His wife died about a year and a half ago. Man did pretty well. At least he's going to be in Avengers 4. They finished his cameo. So
what a way to round out his time on the, to be in the finale of like everything that's culminated in the last 10 years.
Exactly. It's crazy. And what was it? People are saying, you know what? Instead of Stan Lee cameos, how about Deadpool cameos? And I'm like, just shut up. No, stop it.
I'm going to imagine he's still going to be in future movies. They're just probably going to like CGI his head.
I was gonna say they probably have like 12 to 20 different like clips that he recorded on a green screen with like a different wig or a different costume. They probably put him in a cowboy movie sometime in the next 10 years.
I mean, they said Diaries too, so there's that.
Well, they did say, I think last year that he had filmed his cameos for multiple movies because he was sick.
Yeah, that's what I'd assume. Okay, that's good then.
Like I said, the guy was 95 years old. He's lived a very long and super successful life.
See, they're saying Infinity Wars 2. I'm wondering if he's going to be anywhere in Captain Marvel. I mean, of course he's going to be.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
So it's just like, I think...
maybe one movie after Infinity War.
I feel like the future of cameos for Stan Lee are going to continue for at least another 2 years.
You see,
You'll probably see a headline that says this Stan Lee cameo will be the last one, unfortunately, and then that's what's gonna blow up.
Stanley's cameo in Venom threw me for a loop because when it showed up near the end, at the almost very end, I was like, "Oh, was I watching a Marvel movie?" I totally forgot.
Spoilers, Joey. Spoilers.
I did not know he was in Venom. That's interesting.
Wait, didn't you watch Venom?
No, I did not.
I thought you did.
Mm-mm.
You made a wise choice, my friend.
Somebody here said they watched Venom. It was probably Alejandro. So I don't know. That was one hell of a movie, but. Let's get right into the news. First of all, last episode, we talked about XO 2018. We talked about our predictions. And boy, were we all so off on every single one. Good Lord, what a show that was.
It's kind of a good thing Kyle's not here because he'd be crying.
He would be. Well, that was like... for one, I have seen worse shows. I won't deny. We all saw Square Enix's E3. Oh. We all saw what was another bad conference?
Sony.
Yeah, Sony's E3 conference. We'll get to that in a second, won't we? But like XO 2018 was a special kind of just meh. You know, they talked about games that are already out. They talked about games like we knew were coming out, and we were just like, okay, cool. But where's the stuff we don't know? The best news to come out of that thing was Crackdown's available for free until 2 days from now.
Well, I mean, we also got the PvP mode for Sea of Thieves, which was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's also the fact that they bought 2 studios. One of them's Obsidian, which we all knew was happening because there was a rumor for it. And I forgot what the other one was. Do you know what it was, Chris?
Oh, In Exile. In Exile Entertainment. They're the ones behind Wasteland and the Line Rider port to DS.
One of them's gonna
weird.
One of them is critically acclaimed. The other one is Wasteland.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But how about you want to bet one of them is going to make a Fable game? Really, I feel like it's a given.
Are we?
Please.
What's our consensus on the Fable games? Do we like them? I don't.
Spencer Kuhn, give me my Fable game. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Fable's a very polarizing franchise.
I stopped caring about Fable after the first one. Maybe the second one, but
the second game is godlike. Okay, that game is amazing. The third game dropped off so fast. Like, if you saw like the amount of it went to 99 cents within a year, probably. That's how fast the game went bad.
Yeah, when
that's how I owned it is because I bought it at that price.
Yeah, when Fable came out, I didn't know it came out. That's just how.
That was the first game I followed, like ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like following all the advertising, going on the internet, reading about it.
What?
Alan, your favorite game was Fable: The Journey, right?
Oh, Fable: The Journey. You get to go like this, and then the horse goes clippity clop faster. It's amazing. It's untapped potential.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, I know the amazing potential of the Kinect because that's doing so well right now.
So it's very clear from this whole debacle that Xbox is just done with this generation. They're going full force into the next generation. And Kyle posted a link in the Facebook chat from Eurogamer, the queen of rumors and leaks and stuff, that apparently they're coming out with a discless Xbox One next year.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, but I don't remember if it was an Xbox One, like it would just be an Xbox One with a disc, or if they're talking about the Xbox Scarlet, that's just a cloud-based gaming system. I didn't read the article fully. Maybe I should do that. I'll be right back, guys.
I'd be interested to see if it's going to come with like packaged with something like, I don't know, Xbox Now or something or whatever. Xbox Game Pass. It should come with Game Pass for a minute, So
it's essentially a Steam box.
Yeah.
With Windows 10.
The leak says it's a discless Xbox One. So it's basically going to be that. So
you could use it for your favorite things. Doorstop.
I mean, that's a cool idea, honestly, because there's a lot of people who are just only digital and they're wrong for it. But,
I have here's a magical question. How much are they going to, how much cheaper is it going to be? Without a Blu-ray drive? Are we looking at like a $50 drop, $100 drop?
It's going to be 200. I feel like it's going to be 200, and it's going to be thinner and smaller, and then that's going to be the gimmick. And it's you could fit this anywhere. You could shove it up that or stick it in there, you know.
You could prop your window open if it keeps closing.
Light breezes? Not anymore.
I flinched because I thought you said $200 off, and I was like, no, my dude, that would make it $50.
Yeah.
That'd be like the Wii Mini all over again.
Wait, is it a regular Xbox One or an Xbox One X?
I don't know. I didn't read much into that.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's an Xbox One X, then it'd be $300.
That'd be crazy.
$200 off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if a Blu-ray drive is that expensive. I would think it'd be like $100 off.
You see, for a while now, the Xbox One S was the cheapest 4K Blu-ray player you could buy, and I was looking into those 4K Blu-ray players, and they were expensive. Yeah. But nowadays you can buy an Xbox One S, or you can buy a 4K Blu-ray player for $300, or a One S for $300 or $250. I think they're going down to $250 now. So it's just like, yeah, what you gonna do? You're gonna buy just a Blu-ray player with no game system? Like, what's wrong with you? Come on.
Yep.
Whole reason why I have my One S.
Xbox's essential advertising point is that it's so gosh dang cheap. It is so easy to pick up an Xbox One. You could get an Xbox One, I believe, at GameStop right now, used particularly original version for I think like $150.
Well, that's because
you get a One S used for around $220 to $250.
I got one pre-owned, but it wasn't pre-owned. The guy at GameStop said, just so you know, this dude bought the Xbox, never opened it, and then traded it in. And he got
good, man.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh. Okay.
I particularly trust the Xbox. The Xbox as a console, I very much trust it. I switched particularly from Xbox to PlayStation because I just really liked the game lineup for PlayStation. And since Xbox X018, I honestly still think PlayStation is the place to go with games.
Mm-hmm.
But Xbox is not too far off. They're definitely succeeding in the attending certain events that we'll get to later.
We're gonna get to it right now, actually.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me just say something.
What do you want? You always do this when I want to transition, and then you just go.
I've been trying to say something, and you guys kept not letting me. I was trying to say
connection is so slow.
It's the most wonderful time.
I'm gonna say it now, Alan. Before I kick you,
the exclusive. Chris freaks out.
A 4K Blu-ray player right now is actually only $100.
Really?
That's not bad.
Yes,
but it's probably a really bad Blu-ray player.
It's a Sony.
Dang! Whoa. Joy just got taken down. He got the epic win.
But it was probably a cheaply made. So Sony has made some pretty bad Blu-ray players. Let's be real.
But you know who Microsoft is getting their 4K Blu-ray players from, right?
Sony.
Konami.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Konami.
Wait, I don't know the answer. Both of you guys said an answer at the same time. I don't know which one's real.
Sony is the real one.
Oh, okay, yes, thank God.
Konami.
There's a pachinko machine hidden inside of every Xbox One. You just have not found it yet.
Dude, I would have switched over to Xbox like years ago if I had known there's a pachinko machine inside that thing.
You get a hammer, you're just bashing its brains in.
Do you want the Silent Hill pachinko machine or the Metal Gear pachinko machine?
How is this a question?
Alejandro, can you check your mic? You're a little staticky. I don't know what it is.
Am I? Hold on one second.
Maybe turn it off and back on again. IT.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my God. I'm addicted to the IT crowd right now, or the IT crowd.
Oh, it's such a good show.
It is. Oh my goodness.
Tell me that what's his name is not Caleb.
Oh, which one? Broy?
What's his...
No,
yeah.
Moss.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
The one I forgot who Caleb was.
That's Caleb. That is completely Caleb.
Now we test out Alejandro's microphone.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It's still a little staticky, but that might be because I turned up the volume. I don't know if. But yeah, jiggle that XLR port. Oh, stop! This is a family-friendly.
We need your mic at 100% for the next topic.
Okay, that's really good now.
Okay,
you can now transition, Joey.
All right, cool. So I said that Xbox is clearly more worried about the next generation right now, but now I feel like Sony is too, because you see, yesterday I went on my desktop, this thing right here, and I said, I'm going to type some articles today. The minute I go down on Twitter, Variety says Sony is pulling out of E3 2019. What the actual fudge?
I don't know. you seen Sony's E3 booth this year? It was a big room full of nothing.
But here's the thing, Alan. This is the first time in 20. This is going to be the first time in 24 years. Come next year, that Sony has never ever been at an E3. They're not going to be at it in any way, shape, or form.
This is going to be interesting.
But part of me was not surprised because of that E3 presentation.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that they were out the door after you saw how bare bones they're like. It wasn't because of the lineup. I think it was because of the lack of playable demos that they had there. They had Spider-Man and then a wax model of Norman Reedus. And then they had little like bathroom cubicles where you could play the VR games in the back. And then that was it.
Like a handful of small games, yeah.
Yeah,
they kept showing that Dreams game. That
Dreams game's been on demo for like 6 years now.
It's crazy, really.
The first E3 that I saw Joe and I got to hang out with Joey ever, we were seeing the Dreams demo.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And in 2014, and we were just watching Sony's conference. Here's Dreams.
I'm expecting the typical Anthony Padilla, Ian Hecox breaks up kind of thing between me and Joey to happen before Dreams comes out, to be honest.
and then nukethefridge.com will descend into madness like Defy Media.
No, I was about to say, they go sign up what for Defy Media? No, they don't exist anymore.
I love just a little tangent. I just love Anthony's little video saying, I'm surprised that Defy Media shut down. Like, they screwed me out of so much money. Let's be real.
Well, but I don't know. I could see why Sony totally bailed out of the E3 plans because they felt they were probably losing a lot of money from that. Renting a spot that large probably cost them a lot of money. And they probably did. Yeah. They didn't see anything. And they don't see I don't think they see the worth in it anymore. That's the thing. They're so big that they can make a conference called PlayStation Experience and thousands of people will show up.
Which is funny because there's not a PSX this year.
And there's not one this year. It's so baffling.
I think they just realized they don't have.
I think it's just because lack of titles.
Yes, yeah. That's what I knew. Alejandro was about to say. Exactly why they canceled PSX. They're not coming to E3 for the same reason they canceled PSX this year. They have nothing new to show right now.
Mark my words.
Come.
I actually will. Okay, go ahead.
Come E3 2020, they will be back and bragging about PlayStation 5 if it's been released or not.
Wait, that is a really good point with the PS5. So do you think the 4 games that they showed off, because Isle of Tsushima is coming out next year. That's what they said, right?
Yeah, Isle of Tsushima is coming out next year. So is
Last of Us still does not have a date.
Nope.
It'll be 2019. It'll be 2019.
It'll probably be end of 2019. But and then they had what was the other title that they had as well? Isle of Tsushima, Last of Us,
Days Gone was one of them.
Days Gone is definitely going to have to come out next year.
Yeah, they said it's coming out spring, April.
Yeah, it's going to be the spring title.
Yeah, it's the spring title, but they really don't have granted, these are strong exclusives.
Do you think they're going to hold off on Last of Us 2 until the PlayStation 5 inevitably comes out?
No,
they didn't hold off because Last of Us came out on the I wouldn't say the last day of the PS3, but it was that game came out 4 or 5 months before the PS4 came out, and then they just released an HD version, not an HD, but a PS4 enhanced
remastered. Yeah, so they'll do that. I think they'll do that.
Death Stranding was the last one.
Yeah, Death Stranding. Okay, thank you. Why did I forget that?
That feels like a saver for the PS. If anything, we haven't seen that much of it. It could either come out 2020, or I honestly think they'll hold it off until that exclusive for PlayStation 5.
I don't think they're going to make it. I don't think Sony plans on making these PS5. I don't think they're going to pull Breath of the Wild. I think they might do PS5 remasters like they did with The Last of Us. But even then, I don't think that's. Man, it also depends if the PS5 is backwards compatible, which it should be.
Better
with what, PSP or PSP Go?
PSP Go, obviously. Don't be stupid.
Even the PS Vita needs a slot for the chips.
Yes, exactly. PS5 is going to run.
Here's my prediction, though. Here's my prediction. Sony's pulling out of E3 because they do have announcements, and I think my internet just kind of.
I mean, you went away.
Can you guys hear me? Okay,
there we go.
All right, you're working now, so keep going.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. I don't think he can hear us. Oh no, Chris. He can't hear us at all.
Chris Desu.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my wow. Whoa, Shinderu.
There's so much delay.
Their camera right now, so that's probably the 4K eating it all up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but anyway, here's my prediction. As I was saying, so Sony's pulling out of E3 because again, they don't have that many announcements. It's going to be the same announcements we've seen. Okay.
Exactly.
Then they're going to have a really strong PSX this year, and that's where they're focusing on announcing the PS5 for 2020, and they're going to have a good lineup of other games coming out.
You see, I really wish they would just pull a PS4 again, announce the system the year it comes out, and then build the hype from there. That was just, I feel like that was just so good for both PS4 and Xbox.
You hit the iron while it's hot. You don't like let it cool down and then have a season where you heat it back up.
Exactly. Like, and also with the Switch, like that thing was announced 4 months before it came out. That was just like hype.
The whole 4 months was nothing but them talking about the Switch. It was amazing. Forbes articles, tech articles, all over the place.
Can I throw in my reason why I think?
I want to hear it.
So my thinking is, okay. Think of how. Oh, did Chris just?
He left for a second.
Oh no!
So
go on though.
Real quick. I think Sony is seeing what Nintendo is doing with the Directs. And because think about like how much an event it is when Nintendo suddenly announces, hey, in a week, we're doing a Direct where we're going to announce some games and stuff.
Everyone flocks to it.
Everyone loses their minds. People record reactions to it. They go crazy over it. There's like coverage, Twitter to everything because it's all this highly anticipated stuff. I think Sony's noticing because Nintendo has pulled a pretty amazing like turnaround with the Switch, selling as many copies as it has in the last,
wait
until holiday season. That's what I'm interested in the most.
Yeah. So I think
sales plus
I know it's
Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Because Joey, I know you're a very big E3 fan, and I know that it means a lot when a company like unveils a lot of stuff. And I know you really didn't like when Nintendo dipped out of E3 in favor of doing directs and stuff, but unfortunately I think Sony may have caught wind like, we could do our own online stuff and make people flock to us, and then they do their own convention, the PS Experience.
Yeah, but they're not. They said they're not going to be at E3 in any way, shape, or form. So I don't think they're doing anything. Like you have a point with the direct, yes, but man, I really wish that can we just have one company do the directs, please? Like I really just think that I'm fine with Sony making random announcements. Like one day I woke up and hey, God of War has a release date. Fine by me. Wait,
so Andres, Alejandro, is that your piece?
Yeah, that's my thought because I don't know if they're like it's tough to like you said, it's very expensive to get a spot and have this whole production and then only do like announce 4 games or show 4 games that have already been announced.
Oh, dude, they destroyed them.
It's like a couple $1 million.
The competition and the fan base for it just kind of just destroyed PlayStation after that. Going, really? That's it? That's all you had to show off? You had a banjo guy,
It wasn't banjo guy.
It was the banjo we want. It was the banjo we needed but didn't want.
We got our banjo announcement. We just didn't think it was gonna be like that.
We didn't think it was like that sometimes. A dude playing banjo with his hood up.
Now, looking at E3 2019, it being more starting to get more and more in favor of the open convention with fans and stuff being able to access it. What do you think is going to happen to that space now? What do you think is going to happen to that 1/4 the location allocated towards PlayStation? Do you think somebody else is going to take up? My personal opinion, I want to say Fortnite's going to take it.
I mean,
I want to say Fortnite is going to throw some heavy money. You're going to have an entire reproduced area from one of the maps in the levels or something like that. Like we're going to get probably like tilted towers or some stupid thing just entirely there. You're gonna be able to take pictures, you're gonna be able to do your dances and that shaking thing. You're gonna be able to do that. But
nah, I don't think so.
I don't think Nintendo's gonna buy it either. I don't think Nintendo's
smart. Microsoft?
I don't think Microsoft's smart enough to jump on it. No,
Microsoft's got the Microsoft Theater. I don't know if they're gonna want to go get another spot inside the convention.
This is about they have the Microsoft Theater for the show. They don't have it to demo games. Is the point.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think so.
Where do they have to demo games then? Because I know they have an area where you can demo games, get merch and stuff.
They have it at the convention center with, I don't know if, correct me if I'm wrong, comment section, we only have one viewer. Fuck!
I don't think they had a spot demoable at the convention this year. They did have it across the way, though.
They were sharing at the Mixer. They were doing the Mixer.
That's what it was. It was the Mixer.
And they own Mixer, so it's their booth.
But didn't they have like demos playable across the way over there in the square area too?
At the convention center. At the convention, I mean, not the convention center. At the Microsoft theater.
They did have a demoable stuff. That's why people were all over there buying merch and everything. They weren't just there for the convention and the conference. They were there to play the games too.
Oh no, I am wrong.
Yeah. Chalk that up for the little man.
Chalk it up,
middle man.
There's a chalkboard right behind you, Alan.
Ooh, how's that elf taste, Joseph?
Elf? Like elf? I didn't understand.
How'd that Will Ferrell taste?
Damn, son.
You paying that F while I got that big W.
Yeah, I still think Sony is going to come back to E3 just because, like, Sony has had such a strong history with E3. So they're responsible for some of the
historic.
best. Yes, they have some of the most historic moments on those stages.
I don't know how to completely feel about it.
No, price reveals. Like, come on, bro.
PlayStation 3, $499. $499. Ridge Racer.
Remember that, guys? Ridge Racer? No? Okay. But like
my favorite still
$99.
Hey, my still favorite moment was when what was it? The Sega Saturn was announced.
Oh, yep, that's what $299.
And then just Sony comes up $199. Bye.
Wasn't
that was awesome.
Huh?
I think it was $299, and the Sega Saturn was like $399. It was.
I think it was $299, $199, or might have been $399.
Well, yeah, I brought it up on the podcast last time. That was one of my favorite moments on convention history was Sega Saturn comes up. All right, we're $399 this console, these games, and it was
then they call a press conference.
Yeah, and then Sony walks up and literally just the representative just goes $299 and then leaves, and everyone loses their shit.
See, people go savage over like these really crazy like hashtag Thanksgiving clapbacks kind of stuff, but this is the original clapback. This is the original professional bruh in a suit comes in and chads you up real quick and say we had to do it to him. $299 kind of stuff.
My favorite, one of my favorite things from Sony announcing they're not going to be there was Nintendo and Microsoft going, we will be though. Come see us, guys.
It wasn't even just them. That's the best part, because I love how it turned around on them, because E3 immediately like posters like, hey guys, this is a post from the ESA, please read it. And it's like, we are excited to talk about 2019 E3. We're still going to be doing it. And then everyone going, oh, damage control. And then every other company jumped in and they're like, we can't wait for E3. And it completely flipped around. Yeah, exactly. And now PlayStation was the one that was distressed. Yeah, it was amazing.
Freddy Fils-Aimé is very much like, just so you guys know, E3 is super important to us. Like we prepare for this thing like months, almost a year in advance. Like this shit's very much like
it's
part of our planning. Same about. Go on. No, I was.
My theory about. Think back to 2014 or 2013 when the Xbox One and the PS4 were announced at the same E3. Sony had the upper hand because Microsoft went first. So when they went, they just clapped back with the winning result. Like, use games, work on our system. There's no going to be always online. $399. Everyone lost their shit. They won E3 that year.
See, I was talking with Joey the other day too.
Yeah, I think Microsoft is in a position now where they're starting to learn from, they know where not to go with their announcements, what not to do. They're trying to win consumers back. So I think if Sony came to the E3, I suppose like Microsoft would be ready, and Sony's worried that Microsoft would have a way to one up them.
I don't think so.
They don't. Exactly. I don't think it's likely, but they don't have the edge. They're not ready to announce a lot of games right now. They don't have the PS5 announcement ready. They're just kind of a position where they have stuff in the works, but nothing finalized. So Microsoft could use that as an opportunity to come on and say, we have plans for this and this. Here's our roadmap to one up Sony in whatever way they can.
You see,
you would think though, really quick, XO18 would have been that moment because that's their big event. Yeah. And nothing really amazing was announced, which is surprising.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as much as we're a PlayStation more centric podcast, we have Kyle included because he is the big Xbox guy here. But we're usually centric and always positive on PlayStation, but I feel like this is a big, I wouldn't say a big blow, but it's definitely has big repercussions, and it's going to take up to a year just to see how bad it's going to be, because this is the part where PlayStation just dropped the ball. Now it's Xbox and Nintendo during E3 to see if they could hook up a layup real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you really think, though, that they don't have a backup plan? Because
PlayStation is going to have a presence during that week.
Nintendo doesn't have a big event outside of E3. Microsoft had XO18.
Yeah.
Nothing. And that's just like a once in a 10-year show.
Yeah. And Sony has PlayStation Experience. Yes, we didn't have one this year, but they could hold everything for next year. Because what if they only
clap back next year?
Because I mean, if you go to look at a lot of the PlayStation experiences, a lot of them have been re-announcements of stuff they did. But one year they showed up Last of Us 2 and all that stuff, and people got crazy. If they made those announcements at E3 and then did it again at PSX, people wouldn't be all excited. If they save it for PSX, people will lose their shit if it's something amazing.
Kind of thought they had a good idea with the formula where they could announce something at E3 and then actually have a playable segment or something like that available to watch, like at PlayStation Experience. But they kind of never did that. They kind of just kept announcing things, and then eventually show off gameplay like right before launch, basically. So I thought that was kind of a weird notion. I don't know. It's me trying to give them advice, but I do not have any advice towards anything. I'm just really interested to see what's going to go down.
Yeah. Well, here's my really big worry. It takes years now to develop a PlayStation 4 game.
Yeah.
How long does it take to do a PS5?
That's interesting. You know that there's some games in development, but the thing is, I doubt they're anywhere in the production, like where they're working on the graphics or any of that kind of stuff. Because I don't think there's any news of a dev kit out yet, right?
I mean, there's rumors, but that's those rumors.
I feel like you'd have it confirmed.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on, sweetheart. You good?
God bless you, son. That's the interesting distinction, is what is the PS5 going to be? Because games are already getting so, realistic. Is the PS5 just going to be an increase in power, letting developers like upload the game that they actually made, not having to tone down resolutions to fit on the PS4? Is it going to be like a whole nother thing like the PS3 with the different core situation that is tough to develop for? There's no way they're going to go back to that, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's going to radically change. So it's just going to let developers have games that run stronger, bigger graphics, 4K, like native, not just upscaled or checkerboard.
4K, 4K, 911, 4K.
Yeah. It's going to be 8K, bro.
Bruh. No, that's what the PS5 Pro is going to be.
Dude, it's going to be that jump. It's going to be that jump from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2, okay?
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. We've been talking a lot about this, but I just got to say one thing before we move on to the next topic. I have to call Josh Brandt out on this. He said, I know he's joking, but he said on Twitter, maybe Microsoft will win the E3 for once. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like they didn't do that.
They never do.
They did great this year. I will say that. I feel like this year was super subjective. This year was incredibly subjective because a lot of each conference had their faults. You already have a problem with Nintendo's thing being very too centric on Smash Brothers. Not great, yeah. You weren't doing so much of Smash Brothers. Microsoft had I don't know. I feel like Microsoft did actually, in fact, did a good job.
But freaking holy hell, they showed up a lot of third parties that got me excited.
Xbox,
boy. So, yeah, Xbox.
Oh, dude, when I think of Xbox now, when I think of Xbox E3 2018, I think of that's where Devil May Cry was brought back. That's all I think of now.
Exactly.
And then PlayStation kind of just came in, tried to go the artistic route, which was really interesting, and I thought it was really artistic and it was really cool and very unique. But it didn't grip me as a as an artist or even a gamer.
At least we got Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, we got the Resident Evil 2. That was fun. But I forgot what did we unanimously decide was like the number one?
I said Bethesda, but the more I think on it, I think Xbox was better.
Bethesda's definitely had a good one. So you have all these great ones, and you had PlayStation that kind of jumped. I wouldn't say jump shark, but they jumped something, and they made this really unique experience, aka PlayStation experience. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do in the middle of that week, if they're going to do anything at all.
Very conference at E3 2017 wasn't even good. Like
it was not bad. It was the stuff that you'd expect to see. We got like a 10-minute gameplay of Last of Us.
No surprises except for Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Well, it was Res 2, right?
Chris is out. He's resetting his router. But Resident Evil 2 was this year.
Yeah. Well, Resident Evil 2 was... Oh, you're talking about 2017. Sorry. I'm thinking in the past and the future, and the future is the past.
And I don't understand why people thought that was the best conference. Like, it wasn't. That's a fact, Jack. I'm sorry. But
their conference last year was... Oh, no. Last year was weird. That was the one that started with the Uncharted DLC.
Yeah. If you start your show with DLC, my dude, just...
Yeah, that was
but it was a standalone game. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it originally was DLC, but they made it into its own game. I think that's fine to warn. Show
and shit, whatever.
I thought it was interesting, and I thought that conference was good. I will still always argue 2016 E3 was one of their best ones.
Yes, it was. Very good that year.
And then 2018 was very artistic route. 2017 was more of the same, but a lot less. And then with Undertale. And then 2018 came out, and they kind of did something different. And I respect them for it, but honestly, if they're going to keep it up like that, then they should probably do their own thing then and try to go more digital.
Take a break next year. Come back when you got something to show me. That's what
Sony might pull an Ariana Grande and release The Last of Us 2 during E3. Like E3 is about to start, and they're like, The Last of Us 2 is out, and everyone's too busy playing The Last of Us 2 to pay attention to E3.
Damn, that would suck, but no, it would be good and sucky at the same time. But I was gonna say, is Sony gonna divorce what's his name?
Who?
What? You guys you don't follow the pop culture.
Pete Davidson. Dissected the joke, Alejandro.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
We've done it.
Oh my god, but it's great. But
epic win.
We didn't talk about this yet. And we still need to talk about Game Awards nominations, guys. So
I'm excited. Are you guys ready to see some predictions from people that do not matter in your daily occurring lives?
It's not really predictions. They're just like what we want to win in these categories.
Okay.
And then maybe what we think is going to win. But that's
predictions and more of what's exactly going to happen.
Because it's very plain as day to see that. But first, before that, we have some big Netflix announcement, don't we?
Yes. So I forgot his name, but I have the link to Josh Brandt's article over.
He's got it. Just give it a minute. Give Joey the Gamer Guy a chance. So he only made one anime titty game.
Yes. If you guys don't know who Adi Shankar is, I probably butchered this man's name, but whatever. He is the producer and he's basically the head honcho behind the Castlevania Netflix series, which is fantastic. Everyone loves it. The thing got renewed for a third season like a day after season 2 came out. It's that good. And then earlier in November or in late October, I forgot, he announced that he is going to be adapting another popular video game franchise from Japan. And so naturally, people thought, Japan video game? They don't make many video games except Zelda. Am I right, guys?
Everyone went towards Zelda. This is completely off the spectrum of where they thought it was going to go.
Yes. Devil May Cry, my dudes.
We thought it too. We thought it was Zelda too. But no, it's just as amazing. Devil May Cry.
But you know what's even crazier about this news? Is they're going to... Okay, this is just... I can't... It's baffling.
Joey's too excited. Cool him down.
No, it's more like what they're actually doing this. For one, Devil May Cry is from Capcom. Castlevania is from Konami. That's not going to stop this motherfucker from putting these two series in the same fucking universe. What?
I'm down.
I'm down too. It's just like, okay, they're both about the devil himself, so let's just put him right in. And I love this guy. He told IGN that he acquired these Devil May Cry rights myself. This is his quote. I acquired these Devil May Cry rights myself so the jabronis in Hollywood don't fuck this one up too.
Did he really say that?
Yes.
I've seen pictures of this guy because I'm the one that wrote the article on the Zelda one, like a jabroni. But like this man, he is ultimate daddy material. Like immediate, like you see him, you see some energy coming off him, like Dragon Ball Z Spikeage. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
And this dude's super young for a producer. He's like 33.
He's hotshot. He's like the 30 under 30 equivalent of like directors. It's amazing.
He's got definitive energy.
He's got that big daddy energy.
But I was gonna say they have a Devil May Cry anime currently out. It's been out for a while. It's Devil May Cry the animated series. It's pretty good, and it's. Let me see. The score right here is currently 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb, while 8.8 out of 10 on TV.com. 97% like this on Google.
What do they know? They gave The Last Jedi good reviews that it deserved.
Well, I mean, apples to poop, but Devil May Cry Netflix series, that seems just like a knockout, especially with the maturity of how it's going to be or could be.
Bro, will it feature Dante from the Devil May Cry series though?
Will it have Dante? Oh, I get it. Shut up.
Featuring Knuckles?
With Knuckles, also funky mode.
Something funky mode. Too bad Chris isn't here. He went to reset his router and he hasn't come back.
Chris, come back. My son.
His router in the basement. Just kidding. He lives in California. There's no basements here.
No, there are no basements. It's just wildfires.
All we do is just skate and do graffiti like another game coming to Windows 10.
Oh, yeah. Sunset Overdrive. Oh. It's already out, actually, for $19.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, it came out, and they dropped that shit the day of announcement, even though it's been rumored for a long time.
Yeah, it's good.
It's pretty good.
Insomniac, right?
Yes. Insomniac Games, creators of Spider-Man.
It was smooth. I'm going to give it that, because I have a lot of, gripes about the game itself. I feel like it's too busy. There's some things that are technically annoying for me. Especially when I see people talking about oh, hey, our game was influenced a little bit by Jet Set Radio and stuff like that. And I'm like, then why doesn't it feel like it? That kind of stuff. But, that's just me nitpicking. It's honestly a very fun game.
It is fun.
It's on Windows. Come on. You can play it on your dang computer now.
You can get it on Steam and the Microsoft Store, I think.
Yeah.
So if you don't have an Xbox One and you have a good enough PC to run this, baby, then Sunset Overdrive, it's only $20. And I know Razer's having a deal on it. They have a coupon you can get. It gives you $5 off the game, so $15.
Can I share something interesting that I'm seeing about Sunset Overdrive?
Share anything, baby.
So apparently the controls, if you use a mouse and keyboard, the mouse is tied to a virtual joystick rather than one per one input.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's like that one peripheral for the PS4 where you could plug in a mouse, but it was really just it just made the mouse into a virtual joystick. So apparently the controls are really bad, and they're trying to. I don't know if they're going to patch it or not.
You should play the game with the controller anyway. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense.
I'm playing with a Sega Saturn controller, to be honest. Right now, I'm playing Jet Set Radio.
Controller, fam. So
I'm playing with a Pong controller from the Atari 2300.
I have a GBA Micro hooked up to a Raspberry Pi, hooked up to my car.
I got a Raspberry Pi inside of my shoe. Now, all I got to do is stick my hand inside the shoe as so, and I am playing Sunset Overdrive.
I thought you were going to say, all I have to do is stick my hand in the shoe, and then I have my hand in my shoe.
Okay. Do you guys remember the episode of iCarly where they got a shoe sponsorship? And these shoes were so high-tech they had built-in Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did they have Wi-Fi? What's the fucking point?
Are you laughing so bad about it?
Because Dan Schneider is a fucking genius.
He's living in 2020 while we're living in prehistoric times, apparently, politically inside this country, perhaps.
Good God. All right. Let's get to these.
The nitty-gritty.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty right now.
Oh, good. You get that.
That's my favorite kind of pasta, the nitty-gritty.
All right.
Get with the tomato sauce.
The Game Awards is happening on December 6th, 2018.
And everybody's favorite beautiful man, Jeff Keighley, announced all the nominees.
Yeah, he announced all the nominees. So we're going to go through each and every nominee. So if you don't have it open up on your website, fellas, do it now.
Go to thegameawards.com/awards to go cast your own vote if you haven't yet. You could do it daily, so you can make sure your favorite YouTuber, obviously Ninja, wins.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I only voted for Ninja because he was the only one I knew out of all those people.
Same. We're getting old, man. We're getting very old already.
What the hell is Willy Rex, my guy?
Well, he's the Wolf of Wall Street, apparently. That's in the background of his image.
Oh, God.
He's a movie buff. That's all I could take away from him.
Pokimane is
okay, but let's do this professionally. Let's not try to whip on everybody. So the first nominee on the bottom, we're gonna start from the bottom to the top.
Very Ninja.
So obviously, content creator of the year, we have Dr. Lupo, we've got Myth, we've got Ninja, we've got Pokimane, and we got Willy Rex. Now, what do you guys have?
The Ninja. He's the only one I know, and like, I mean, from what I can tell, he's like.
He's head and shoulders above everybody else, to be honest.
To his craft. I've seen this guy. I've seen some of his Fortnite streams. The dude plays Fortnite like nobody's business, and he's got to do this every day, or else he loses 48,000 subs.
Here's an interesting thing, though. He just played Final Fantasy 12 the other day, or was it 11? 11. He played 11 online. You know the online one.
Here,
rocking and rolling.
Gosh, I was good about your tweet.
No, but he was playing 11, and he was streaming the entire time. Oh, hey! Wow, I didn't even notice you were here.
The most random appearance ever, ladies and gentlemen.
You made it right in time for the Game Awards, Josh.
Yes,
boy. And
that's what I wanted to come to.
I am very excited right now because I got my review codes for Pokemon Let's Go in. They gave me both Pikachu and Eevee. What?
Can I get one? Okay, one.
I'm very sorry, but I have to give
one.
No,
it's not fair.
I have to give one to Scott because he's actually reviewing the game. So.
I was going to draw you as an Eevee too.
I'm sorry.
Well, now I was going to give you $5.
I was gonna
give you something meaningful. I was gonna give you $5.
$70 billion.
Josh, you got that Pokemon Let's Go money? You got that Pokemon Let's Go money?
I got it right here.
All right,
okay.
Cool.
So
I was gonna get IKEA.
We're now talking about the Game Awards nominees. And if you want to open up, and Josh, if you could just please go to thegameawards.com/award so you can look at all these with us, that would be great.
And remember, you can vote every day, one per day for nominee.
My vote for content creator of the year is actually Pokimane because I've actually seen some of her streams. She's pretty good.
Okay, that's good then.
So
I don't think I've ever heard of her. I'm voting because this seems like it's very lopsided when you look at it. It's like you could see obviously who's head and shoulders above the rest. That's like putting a bunch of like supporting actors and then having like Tom Hanks or something. And it's like, which one do you think was the best? And it's like, I'm going to vote for the handsome man.
Tom Hanks all day, every day.
That's right. That's right, boo-boo. All right. So I guess next one, best esports moment. I don't know what any of these are.
Some of these are really good. The C9 comeback win in triple overtime versus FaZe was pretty cool. Nice. All these are really weird moments. You have to YouTube a lot of these. Sonic Fox side switch against Dio1 and Dragon Ball Fighter Z was really cool. That one was a tight one. But yeah, that one we could kind of skip because I know a lot of you guys don't really know. Yeah, you'd have to look it up yourselves.
It would be really unfair for us to vote on things we don't know. So.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go to the next nominee. This one, well, this is another one. This is esports.
I don't know about you guys. Best esports host, the CEO of Nintendo of Russia. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No.
That was favorite.
Not. Oh my God. If you don't know what that's about, Alejandro, please tell them.
Oh, so the CEO of Nintendo of Russia, which by the way exists, he was caught. So they had a thing called Level Up Days, which is an event in Russia that they work very hard to get set up. It's like a live tournament where locals can come and play games, and they have like hosts streaming the 3 days. Only the last day of the event is available to stream because during the first day, on the streaming site they use VK, which is like their version of Facebook in Russia. The CEO of Nintendo of Russia didn't get a notification that the stream started, which happens because they don't always send notifications to every follower. So he storms down there, very upset. He's like, I thought you guys weren't streaming. I can't believe you guys didn't let me know. The hosts are just there like deer in the headlights, like they're just trying their best, sweating out. He curses at them, fires some dude for trying to set up something up that he can't get set up. And then like they're just trying to salvage it at this point. And then he just comes on and he starts cursing. He uses the R word, the F word, the S word, all the bad ones.
That's then not Christian of him.
Yeah.
Not very Christian of you, comrade.
And
come on,
and then he just shuts the stream. He just shuts the stream down.
Off to the gulag for you.
He's responsible for making sure there's no copies of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee because he says Russians can only recognize Pikachu. So there's like a shortage of the Eevee version because because
wait, are you real? Like this, I thought you were just joking. Is this real?
There's a shortage because one of his people on his team are like, yeah, Russians don't know any other Pokemon besides Russia, like besides Pikachu. So EV version is like short, like there's no copies available. He discontinued the Pokemon trading cards in Russian for the whole region because there's no like support. He's just a really bad CEO.
Well, when your last job was CEO of a sawmill, I'm just kidding. I don't know exactly what his but like Jesus Christ, like what? That's crazy.
So,
take a chill pill.
Good Lord.
All right,
gave me a chance to put the title Nintendo CEO has a meltdown on stream, and it's not clickbait because it's true. He is a Nintendo CEO. He's just not Reggie.
Alejandro,
no one is Reggie.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You're fired. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So other than that depression, let's get back onto the nominees. I skipped up a little bit more. We're at best esports game.
Thank you. We have great minds think alike right here.
We already know the winner for that.
You got a lot of these. Obviously, it's going to be the Blizzard's top game, Diablo Immortal.
Yes.
I'm kidding. So you got CS:GO somehow still in the game. I'm still happy that it's in the game. This game is so good that I'm surprised it's lasted so long.
Games, they last a long time.
Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. And I feel like, to me, there's only really 3 in the actual competition, I feel. And it'd be Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. Overwatch has been this year's been a very slow-ish year. But they definitely dropped some really good content and kept it going, especially with the emergence of the live like esports thing that they have on the main channel, or not even main channel. When you go to the main menu, it shows that you could just immediately watch the live streams of the tournament.
Nice.
So I thought that was pretty impressive. It was a good step.
That's right.
Fortnite obviously is going to win.
Yes. Okay. I think I voted for Fortnite. Just that's the only one I still play.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. The hate for Fortnite is just that it's everywhere. Minions are everywhere. People hate them. So,
okay. So what do you guys think? What do you, Alejandro, Josh?
I just got done playing Overwatch with my son. It was my game of the year it came out.
Same.
And it could be my game of the year probably every year because it's the game I play the most. I'm just addicted. I don't even like multiplayer shooters, and I still play it.
Yeah,
at least once a week.
I was into Overwatch like around the time it came out. I admittedly haven't played that much of it like for a while, but it's still got legs. That baby's
on the
got
PS. Hey, is that Chris back too? Wow!
Yeah, finally,
wowie zowie. I was about to say so. I think on PS4 I'm 276 hours in. Xbox One I'm around 150 hours in, and then PC probably around a couple dozen hours in. And then I've spent a good probably $400 on loot boxes. So
I will play it again when it comes to Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
Chris, what was your esports game of the year?
My esports game of the year?
What's your pick? What would you pick for esports? CS:GO, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, or Overwatch?
See, my thing, I'm a fighting game fan, so I prefer to watch fighting games.
Yeah.
If I were
dude, you're telling me. I was watching Soul Calibur 6 all day today.
Nice. If I were to have to choose one of those, probably have to be Overwatch.
Logically, it seems like it's Fortnite and Overwatch's game basically for that.
If you're talking best esports,
it's not Heroes of the Storm.
I know.
League of Legends.
I think esports Fortnite's going to win because of the amount of how much buzz each tournament got this year. Like you had,
Dota 2. You can't underestimate Dota 2.
You never know. This is going to be interesting to see.
Multiple millions.
Yeah, I think with a huge expansion of Overwatch League, I think Overwatch might have a chance.
I'm glad
Fortnite's
you think that
big,
too.
but it doesn't have there's no like official Fortnite league. Like
when you look at it
does.
statistically, Overwatch did amazing with launching, like I said, the little widget for watching live streams, being able to start the world tournament, doing all that in the beginning of the year. They started having the skins for tournament play. They started doing like special events. But then you got Fortnite on the other hand, setting up some really big money events that were like streamed very publicly.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean, to the point where you could probably see it on like ESPN by now, where they're doing like the Invitational. They were doing the big show at E3 where like the celebrities were teamed up with esports players.
I think the biggest problem is how it's backed. Like, let's say Riot has the setting for all that stuff, where Epic Games doesn't have the, I won't say the foundation to really go further than they have. They have the ability to. It just needs to be set up better.
I feel it. Yeah.
All right. Let's
get
to
the next game. Oh, go on, Joey.
All right, cool.
We'll go back and forth on this.
I missed all the good topics.
It's okay. I missed a bunch of the good stuff too, I'm sure. How far are we? For a quick catch up for me, how far are we on the Game Award stuff?
We're the best debut indie game. Also, Day of the Devs was really fun. Thanks for asking.
We don't have a best of Xbox exclusive game of the year.
Moving up. Okay, great.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have that for Sony either. So.
Yeah, I know. Or Nintendo.
I can answer this.
Best debut indie game.
I
haven't played
Messenger.
Which yes.
Oh, the Messenger's so good.
Yes, I vote.
If you haven't played it though yet, do not underestimate Florence.
I think the winner, will be Florence though, because it's getting all the hype.
Florence is so simple. Good.
I've never seen Florence until now, but it looks from its art style, an interactive story about love.
Louis sold me.
Anybody can play it. Yeah.
But yeah, Messenger in my idea is this year's Shovel Knight. But the issue is there's so many other games that push the different envelopes. So like Moss is a really good VR game. Yoku's Island Express, unfortunately, I've not heard of it, which I feel really bad about.
It's okay. It was okay. I like to see the developer take another game on because I think that was like a test bed sort of game.
Now, did you play Donut County then, right?
No, I've never played that.
It's so good. It's the Katamari of the
funniest game. It's the funniest game I've ever played. It's so good.
I love that game so much, but I don't.
Damacy.
It's not on that level of it's gonna win something, but it's such a good, memorable game, and I hope that they actually do more and more with it.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, I think it's a really good game. But I honestly think Florence is gonna take it.
It's a pretty good game. GG, mate. GG. All right, next category, best student game, but. Have we all? I've never. It's always this category. I'm like, never heard of any of these. I shouldn't be the one to vote.
I want to take this instead of saying that we don't know anything. I want to applaud the hell out of every single person who has a nomination on here. They made something as a student that made something so well that it got recognized by this entire industry of people, including likes of like Hideo Kojima, CEOs of company, Jeff Keighley. They went, "Hey, this is amazing." And they did something worth it. So I want to applaud the hell out of them. Just a 10 out of 10 on them.
I'm laughing my ass off because I clicked to Twitter for a second because I'm waiting for a message to respond. It was Shigeru Miyamoto's birthday today, for one.
Yay! Happy birthday! What did he develop?
I see a tweet from some dude saying, "Happy birthday, Shigeru Miyamoto," and it's a picture of Sakurai.
Wait, which Sakurai, though? Are we talking about the first search when you type in his name on Google, or are we talking about actual Sakurai?
Actual Sakurai.
Okay, so that's a good one. Happy birthday, Miyamoto.
Yeah, it's really great.
Let's keep the ball rolling with best multiplayer game. Now we got Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, Monster Hunter World, Sea of Thieves.
All right, let's go in order. Chris, what's your vote?
Fortnite.
Just because it's the only one you played, or
no? As I've played pretty much all of these, and I think Fortnite's gonna win, even though I think maybe Black Ops 2 is a close second.
Black Ops is pretty good. Alan, what's your vote?
It's going to be Fortnite logically. Like I feel like Fortnite's nominations over here are going to sweep. I'd be surprised if they don't because Fortnite caused so much buzz this year. But in terms of how I'm surprised everybody's talking about it, including you, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 seems like a really good choice.
Yes. Joshua, what's your vote?
It's going to be Fortnite, but what I want to see win is Monster Hunter World. But I know that's not going to happen.
That's a nice little dream. I know.
That's a dream.
Yeah, it's a pipe dream, but I can dream.
I just want them to win once. I'd feel bad if this game completely gets snubbed like crazy.
It's a great game. I love Monster Hunter, but
constant content every year, all year so far.
It won't win any awards, I don't think, unfortunately.
But well, let's recognize it here. Guess what? You win our award, Monster Hunter World.
Nuke the fridge.
You win the NTF award, the coveted. We should totally do that.
you won the only one.
I want us to rent an actual, let's rent like a Phantom Cam or like one of those like 4K cameras and let's just film our own award show.
Alejandro, what's yours?
My pick is Monster Hunter World, but I think Fortnite is going to win.
Good. We're getting all crushed by logic.
I will speak for Kyle.
Sea of Thieves. Microsoft.
And as for me, I'm going to be different. I'm going to say Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Just got that game this week, and
to be honest, you're not really different. I thought you were gonna say Destiny 2, and then I would be like, wow, taking a curveball.
Too much disappointment.
Too much disappointment. But
too much Despacito on that end.
Too much Despacito, not enough Despacito 2, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Black Ops 4, I was playing it, and it felt like I got all nostalgic. Because I
was kind of surprised that you liked it so much.
I played a lot of Call of Duty in high school. That was a fun game me and my friends always played. Blackout's fun. I like that, and it's probably going to be my go-to unless it comes. Well, Fortnite's always going to be on the Switch, so I always play Fortnite on Switch. But it's just like they didn't have a single-player campaign for this, and as a result, the multiplayer is much better. Like it feels fair, it feels balanced. There's probably going to be cheaters later on. They'll need to patch out and stuff, but like I'm very pleased with my experience so far.
That's good,
I have frustrating matches. Who doesn't? Sometimes these people are just too damn good. But at the same time, I feel like, I can enjoy shooting a few people in the face at 1080, 60 FPS. Actually, 1440p, 60 FPS. Got the PS4 Pro.
That's good.
Exactly.
Okay, so
4K. That bitch isn't 4K. But next one.
Best sports / racing.
All right, Chris, what's yours?
Favorite genre?
Let's go.
I want to say Forza Horizon 4, but I think FIFA 19 is right close by, just because that game has a massive popularity outside of just the US. But Forza 4 will be right behind it.
I'm on the same two right there. I'm the same with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, underestimate NBA 2K19.
Let me name the nominees. FIFA 19, Forza Horizon 4, Mario Tennis Aces, NBA 2K19, and PES Pro Evolution Soccer 2019.
Oh, he was just saying don't underestimate NBA.
As Dispenser 2019?
I feel like NBA had a very lackluster debut this year. Like, they did amazing, but I feel like it was just like, usually you don't hear the end of that game. This year, I just did not hear anything about this game.
A lot of the same, but it was a lot of fun. So
that's good.
Yeah.
See, I feel like same with all these sports games. It's gonna be really interesting when somebody tries to change it up and see what the reaction is, because the people that you do one change, they're gonna go up in arms. So
I guess it's nice to see Mario Tennis Aces, but it wasn't really what everyone wanted. I don't.
They could dream,
Yeah.
I was super. You remember everybody? My reaction to that, it was just going nuts because I love Mario Tennis games, and it was all right. It didn't scratch the complete itch. Like, I'm still here with hives.
I asked for a review code of that game, and I regretted it. I was like, this is not fun for me.
The story mode is really boring.
Conrad was like, you fucking moron. Why would you get that code? And I'm like, I don't know, Conrad.
Okay, now let
Conrad's
Now let Camelot do some RPGs.
Yeah, give us Super Mario RPG Aces.
Yeah, really, though. I don't have a vote for this.
Okay.
But, I'll just throw it out there. Maybe Forza Horizon 4.
There was a scene in a Halloween episode of The Simpsons where,
this is from Kyle, Joey.
Uh-oh.
He's going to give you a heart.
Yeah.
There's a scene in The Simpsons where, they're trying to, vote between the two aliens, and one of them was like, I'm not going to vote. I'm going to vote for a third party. And then one of the aliens is just like, throw your vote away. That's you, Joey. Vote.
Gary Johnson for the win. No.
Gary Johnson. The man will never get, but whatever. Okay, Alan, it's your turn to read off the nominees for this one.
Well, I just did the last one.
I think Forza Horizon might win that vote.
I think it will too.
Thank you, Alejandro. That was a really good answer.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
I'm just speaking for Matt because Matt's a big racer. So.
Yeah. Oh, I missed.
Do you want me to read the next one?
Yeah. Sure, Chris. Read the next
one. Is Best Strategy Game. Your nominees are Banner Saga 3 from Stoic Studio / Versus Evil, Battletech from Harebrained Scheme / Paradox Interactive. I'm just wondering, why would a company name themselves Harebrained Schemes? They sound like an evil mastermind.
You flipping rabbits.
But you don't need to name the developers, just name the game.
Okay, fine. Frostpunk, Into the Breach, and Valkyria Chronicles 4.
I think I know what your vote is, Chris.
Yeah, my vote's going to be Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Yeah.
Same.
Same.
Into the Breach is another good one, but I'm going to go with Valkyria.
Same.
Fair enough.
Banner Saga. I played the first 2. I never played number 3, but that's a great series, by the way. So
yeah, have you picked up the trilogy?
No.
$20 right now at GameStop.
Oh,
for the Switch.
Well, for the
for the PS4. You want the Switch? It's still full price.
Oh, I'm waiting for the
$50.
Yeah. Switch tax. Always good. It's like the PC tax. All right, Alan, did you pick yours?
Yeah, I said the same as Chris. Valkyria Chronicles.
What about you, Alejandro?
I'm Into the Breach. I'm a big FTL fan. Subset Games makes really good games, so Into the Breach.
I hope that's a close second. I really want that one to win too.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it came out and I don't see anyone else talk about it, but I mean, that's just
good reviews and it just kind of fell off, but it's still very, very solid.
Yeah.
Can I read the family games?
I'm gonna have to throw my vote away, lads. Throw it away. I haven't played any of these games. I played I played the demo of Valkyria Chronicles 4. But
you played Starlink.
No, he's not. We're not even there yet.
I was talking about strategy. Yes, silly. Yes, silly dude. All right. Who wants to read off family games?
Alejandro wants to.
I'll do it. Okay. Best family game: Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2.
Oh yeah.
Starlink Battle for Atlas, plus Fox McCloud, and Super Mario Party.
All right. Chris, what's yours?
Labo. As much as I want to say it's probably going to be Starlink, I think Labo is going to win this.
Cool. Alan?
Super Mario Party.
Because it's the only one you've played at this list, huh?
Hey, no. I've played the others, except for Nintendo Labo. I do not think Cardboard should win an award.
Okay.
Starlink's pretty cool. I feel like, well, one, if you look at all these nominees, they're all from Nintendo. They're all on Nintendo, which is pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting.
I think Super Mario Party's just had the most recent push, and it's still being pushed. Like, they just recently dropped a new trailer like this week. So I feel like this one's in the most public eye, and if it's the smartest decision if that one wins.
I see.
But overall, Overcooked 2 is amazing.
I loved Overcooked 2. Josh, you turn.
Starlink is the last gasp for Toys to Life. Well, it might be the last game, and I don't really view this as a family title, but it was a good game. But it has to be Super Mario Party. Probably.
There you go. It was fun, right?
It was fun. My kids love it, so hey,
that's good, man.
Very nice.
This is why we got Josh here. He's the only person that's actually gotten laid on this.
I'm the only one held down by my kids.
He's the one that's actually got kids and will have kids. We're over here doing the adult demographic. He's over there living in the future.
When I'm playing Overcooked 2 with him, I'm like, shut up, come on, give me the tomato.
All right, Alejandro, what's yours?
Mine is Super Mario Party. It's in terms of best family game. This is a game you literally can pick up with your family. Like Starlink looks fun. I haven't played it, but I don't see Starlink as a game like everyone. All right, kids, come and sit down. Let's play Starlink.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like Super Mario is like easily accessible. I think that's the best bet. And also the Game Grumps are playing it with Super Mega. I've been watching the playthrough.
Oh, it's been amazing so far.
It's the best series I've ever done. Looks like a really good game. So
it's top tier.
All right, sweet. So for me, I've only played 2 games, maybe 3. I played 1 session of Nintendo Labo Mario Kart, but I've only played 2 games on this list, Mario Tennis and Starlink, and I don't want to vote for either of them. But I have played Overcooked 1, and I fucking love it, so I'm voting Overcooked 2.
Good
a game job, he hasn't even played.
I know, but if it's anything like Overcooked 1, which it has to be, then it's like
it was fun. I played it at San Diego Comic-Con. It was fun. I haven't picked it up yet.
I need to pick it up still.
The problem
with Overcooked. Let me finish.
No.
Whatever. Go on. I don't care anymore.
Best category. Best Dragon Ball Fighter Z game. And why is it Dragon Ball Fighter Z?
First of all, it's pronounced Fighters.
Yeah, I know.
AS.
So you got a best fighting game category. We've got Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. We got Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Fighters.
I keep getting it mixed up still. Soul Calibur 6 and Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition.
You gonna say Street Kyle?
I was about to say Street Kyle. Yeah, I almost said Street Kyle 5 arcade banjo. All right, all these games are good.
Let's go down the line. Chris,
it's Fighters. Fighters is gonna win this. Hands down.
Destroy this category. Alan,
it's Fighters. It's obviously Fighters. This is the second coming of Fighter.
Soul Calibur 6 is the better game, but it would be Fighters.
I don't know what it is about you. I knew you were going to say Soul Calibur 6, which I'm totally fine with because Soul Calibur
Single
6,
player, man. Yeah.
Soul Calibur's awesome. I totally do.
Experience, yeah.
Alejandro, what about yours?
Soul Calibur 6, only because I have a history with Soul Calibur, back to like when Link and Yoda were in it.
Yeah.
So that's my vote.
That cheap little bastard. The only one that mattered as a guest character is Link.
You're like the odd job of Soul.
My vote is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but since that's not on this list, I'm going to have to say Dragon Ball FighterZ because that's the only one I really played on this list. And let me tell you something. It's gonna win this category and it's going to earn every...
It's outsold just about everything. So, yeah, there's no way.
There's no way anything else has a chance.
Okay, I call this one best role-playing game.
We still need to get Josh to say one, but the next one is going to be his. Trust me.
Okay. Best role-playing game. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. Monster Hunter World. Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. Octopath Traveler. Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire.
All right, Chris, what's yours?
Oh, that's actually a tough one. I'm about to say Octopath Traveler.
Very nice.
Like Dragon Quest XI, I love DQ. Ni no Kuni was great too. But Octopath Traveler is a game I just love playing over and over again.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting category because a lot of these are really good. But a lot of people love Octopath Traveler. A lot of people love Dragon Quest. But Alan, what's yours?
Monster Hunter World. Definitely Monster Hunter World. It's a really weird, diverse kind of idea of like they're dropping content constantly still, you know, new outfits, new dragons to fight, harder versions of the monsters to fight. So, you know, I feel like it's a good RPG. It's a solid ass RPG and they keep it going.
All right, Josh, what's yours?
I would love to see Octopath Traveler win, but I'd also be happy with Dragon Quest XI. I have not played Dragon Quest XI yet. I'm going to wait until the Switch version comes out because that's where I want to play
2021?
I have time if I'm not dead.
One of your kids is going to be graduated by the time it comes out.
Probably.
This is not Kingdom Hearts.
We'll have Dragon Quest 17.
Very true. All right, Alejandro, what's yours?
It's between Octopath and Ni no Kuni 2. I prefer Ni no Kuni 2, but Octopath Traveler in its own right, like, it's not my favorite game. I didn't really get into it, but I have to respect it for what it brought to the table. So I'll say either Ni no Kuni or Octopath.
Nice.
Yes,
let's move on to the next category.
Yeah, because I got to throw my vote away on this. I haven't played any of these games. I played the demo of Octopath Traveler, but I'm not going to count that. So whatever.
Joey, you can't throw away your vote. Your vote matters.
I think Gary Johnson.
Ni no Kuni 2.
Yeah.
Do we have to do a South Park episode for Joey right now?
Why am I the host? I haven't played any of this.
All right. Best action adventure game. First, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. God of War. Marvel's Spider-Man. Red Dead Redemption 2. And finally, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Very nice. Chris, what is it?
Oh, man, this is actually a tough one. I kind of want to say Spider-Man because that was just so much fun. I loved God of War, and I think that's going to win Game of the Year when we get to that. But I think Spider-Man's going to win Best Action.
All right, cool. Spoiler alert, by the way. Rude. Alan, what's yours?
I feel like they shoot in Shadow of the Tomb Raider on this because it has no other nominations for anything else.
That's sad.
So I feel like
it's a really good action adventure game.
So that one's obviously, to me, that kind of spells, that one's going to win. So I'm going to say Shadow of the Tomb Raider is definitely going to win. But if I had to pick one, I would say Spider-Man.
I see. All right, Josh, what's yours? I have a feeling I know what it is.
I'm going to go with Alejandro on this. God of War will probably win Game of the Year, so they'll give it to something else here.
I said that, not Alejandro.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, I'm like
mixing up the Mexicans again, Josh.
Marvel's Spider-Man.
Nice.
Will probably win.
All right. Alejandro, what's your real answer?
My real answer is I'm Chris. It's so tough. If I was gonna rank the 3 games, I would say it's Spider-Man, God of War, and then Red Dead. So I'm probably gonna say Spider-Man. I would not be disappointed if God of War won, but as I'm also playing Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm seeing this game is like really, really good. So any of those 3 would, if I'm fine if they win. I think Red Dead 2 is kind of early to decide whether or not it's like it's a good game. You got to play it and actually beat it, and the campaign's like 60 hours.
The controls for Red Dead Redemption 2 just kill any chances for it. For me, giving it a year.
I love the controls. By the way,
throw this vote away too.
You're gonna throw this one away too.
You're gonna throw this vote away too, right, Joey?
No, I am not. I've played all of these. But man, you say you won't be disappointed if God of War wins. I will be disappointed if it doesn't win in this category. I feel like God of War, out of all these games, is the best one out of this category because it's just like the combat is so refined and so
Did you platinum trophy God of War?
No, I didn't.
Did you platinum trophy Spider-Man?
Yes.
Then shut up. You won. Spider-Man wins.
Spider-Man is a redonkulously short game. Redonkulously easy platinum. Have you tried beating a Valkyrie in God of War? Zip it.
I beat like half of them.
Half of them? Okay, cool. But
I mean, you can get the platinum for Spider-Man. You don't even have to unlock all the outfits. You just have to unlock all the outfits that you can unlock, and it counts for the achievement. So it's pretty easy to get the platinum for that.
Super easy platinum. You don't even need to 100% the game to get the platinum. It's that easy.
My type of game.
Right yeah, exactly. So I did that. All right. Who hasn't read a Okay, I'll do this one. Best action game. Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Far Cry 5, Mega Man 11.
You just start yelling louder and louder.
I was ready for him to be like, Mega Man 11!
But notice how I whispered the last one.
Destiny 1.
Destiny 2!
Oh, man.
I'm done. Chris, what's yours?
I want to say Mega Man 11 just because I'm a fanboy, but I think it's going to be Dead Cells.
Dead Cells.
Yeah, Dead Cells for me.
Bro,
Dead Cells is pure action. Yes.
I swear to God, Dead Cells is so good. Game drives me nuts because it's a roguelike, but that combat, it's so good. So well made.
Your boy's heart goes doki doki for that roguelike, so you know.
Yeah, we can also thank IGN for making that game well known to the world.
Yes.
Thank you, Philip.
Thank you, Phil.
Man, Philip's a friend of mine. I really can't talk that much.
That name should never be mentioned again. That's all I can say.
Well, what was I going to say about Dead Cells? I stopped playing that game when I realized I had to fight the fucking bridge boss again every time I died. I'm done, but it was fun while it lasted. Maybe I'll go.
That game made me like Undertale. Like my heart was filled with determination. Just like I gotta beat this dude. I gotta kill him. Even if I had to go back and like play it for like another hour just to get back to the point that that's good.
That's a wholesome answer, Alejandro. I like that.
All right, Alan. Actually, you both, Alan and Josh, own a VR headset.
Ooh.
So let's get Josh to read this.
Oh, yes. This has my game of the year on it. So,
really?
Best VR AR game. Astrobot Rescue Mission. Beat Saber. Firewall 0 Hour. Moss. And Tetris Effect. All on PSVR.
So, Josh, tell me why Moss is your favorite game of the year.
I really like that game, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Don't be dissing the Moss. I guess I'll start. Tetris Effect. It's already one of the best games of all time, but the experience and actual feeling of being in VR in that game is just unmatched.
It's like acid without the acid. You know?
I've been wanting to get that game for the longest time, and I'm really hoping there's a sale this next weekend for Black Friday. Where it's
I do have a question.
Yes.
So I know VR is virtual reality. What's AR? Action replay?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I had to throw in a stupid joke.
Kick him out of the chat. Kick him.
But no, I love Tetris Effect. Oh my god, that was so good.
I need it. Even if it's $5 off next weekend on sale, I'm still gonna grab it. That's my excuse.
I need you to test the game on VR for me, Alan.
Oh, dude, I will.
I think the best
4
or 5 with VR, just to see how good that is. I don't have VR.
Like, I think as far as VR goes, just because you can throw in people that have never played VR with Tetris Effect, and they're going to love it. Like, other games aren't made for it, but if everybody knows Tetris, so like my wife, she doesn't like being in VR, it makes her dizzy, but this is one game that she can play. And she's just like, whoa.
But what about Beat Saber? You don't like beating
that's not out yet. I want to get it.
It's not out on PSVR yet?
Yeah, it's not on PSVR yet. Yeah.
Well, all right,
Alejandro,
what's your pick?
I don't own a VR headset. I want to get one, but I will say the game that piqued my interest the most is surprisingly the Astrobot Rescue Mission.
Yeah, that was fun.
People were saying that this game does for camera controls what Super Mario 64 did for camera controls.
What?
Like it's like the level of innovation because your headset is the camera, so you can like duck down. So like duck. You do whatever you want, buddy. I'm not gonna.
I didn't know the bot was endowed with powers.
They're saying that this game does for cameras what Super Mario 64 does for camera control.
You just sold it for me, man. You just sold it for me.
So if you guys actually like check it out for me and let me know if it's good. If you guys ever
you can come over and play it, baby.
It's going to be $20 at GameStop. So
wait, what's going to be $20?
Over to
Astrobot.
Oh, okay, I see.
See, me and you, Josh, we're the only ones here that are looking into the future. We're the only ones here with the VR.
Here's the visions of the future. For those of you who don't know, my job outside of Nuke the Fridge and Commonwealth Realm is I'm an Oculus Rift brand ambassador, which means I don't own a headset, but I help sell people on it.
They don't give you a headset, man. How
they
cheap.
Don't.
Maybe in the year anniversary, they'll be like, hey, you get 5 minutes on the demo trial.
For once, right? Okay. Well, I vote Beat Saber because every person ever who comes in asks me, "Do you guys have Beat Saber?" I've been seeing that. I really want
to. Is Darude Sandstorm on that?
you know the one that goes.
Sir, please leave the demo. This is a Best Buy, not a smut house.
I mean, it's whatever you want.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
All right.
Sure, this is a Walgreens.
I have a feeling I know for this next category what people are going to vote on. Alejandro, could you please say the next category?
For best mobile game?
Yes.
Best mobile game. Donut County. Florence. Fortnite. PUBG Mobile. Reigns Game of Thrones. And Astrobot Rescue Mission. I vote Astrobot. I'm kidding. The last one wasn't on there, but what do you guys think?
I have a feeling we're all voting Florence.
Florence!
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I don't have a vote for this, but I will check out Florence. I haven't played it yet.
Please go check out Florence. It's so good. It's not even that much of a game, more of just a very fun, interactive story that leaves you just happy.
I know Josh loves those indies, so he gets...
Indie Nation.
I'm happy we got another indie guy in this mix.
Yes.
Yes.
Alan, we're in the next one?
Say it, Josh.
Best independent game. Starting with Celeste, Dead Cells, Into the Breach, Return of the Obra Dinn, and The Messenger.
Ooh, so many good games.
I'd like to start it off this time and say Celeste is not going to win Game of the Year. It's going to win Best Indie Game of the Year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But the fact that Celeste is nominated for Game of the Year is fucking...
That is leaps awesome. And bounds of how amazing independent development could be.
Exactly. It's insane. And it's the only game on the Nintendo Switch nominated for Game of the Year. Sorry. But man, I enjoyed Dead Cells more than I enjoyed Celeste, but I'll be damned if I'll be damned if I didn't play all of Celeste and then ending it like, wow, that was something. The combination of gameplay and story in it is like, it's insane.
Yes.
Just how much of a...
I really hope that they port Return of the Obra Dinn to Switch. It's the only game that's on the Switch, but it looks incredible.
It does.
I've only seen this one screenshot of it, but I just imagine it in motion, and it's like, what? Is it really like a first-person game, but in that, like...
I can't even explain it, but it just looks so cool.
Nice. All right. Now then, games for Impact. 1111, Memories Retold, Celeste, Florence, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, Why is it just episode whatever? The Missing, J.J. Macfield, and the Island of Memories.
Now, this is the Games for Impact one, right?
Yeah, and 1111 Memories Retold is the game by Aardman Animations.
This is another one of those ones where I would say, like, just not picking something doesn't even matter. All these games matter. Exactly. That's what's amazing about it. Like, you can't really pick one without snubbing the other. All of them did an impact towards somebody, and that's what's cool. We were talking about Florence is really good. Celeste made you think about things. 1111 I've never heard of, unfortunately, so I got to check that out.
1111's the game made by the studio that made Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Gonna have to check that out now after this.
Me too. I didn't know it came out. Very sad that I didn't find out. But I voted Celeste because it was just a very good analysis on mental illness that I just really appreciated.
I voted Florence.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But
Florence sweeps the board, I hope.
I'm Celeste.
Yeah, Celeste too. But I will say The Missing, I don't think any of you guys have played that, but it has a great story of love between two people. Like, one person feels like she's shunned, but and has to deal with depression, but it's about getting through that. It has a strange gameplay mechanic of actually you chop your limbs off, and they actually that's how you solve puzzles in the game. It's very unique, but it has a deep underlying story that I thought was pretty good. So
all right, we got a few more categories to go, so let's get this started. All right, since I'm the actor here, I won.
Okay.
You're telling yourself that, friendo.
I won an Ellie Award, motherfucker. Do you know what that is?
I don't think you even know what that is.
Award? I know.
What does Ellie stand for? What is
Ellie Grove's Best Actor? I don't know.
That's the EBA.
Yeah, it's a district-wide theater award. I won it for my high school performance. It was a lot of fun. All right.
You know what? Joey wins the Eminem Award, okay?
Yes! And then Eminem performs at my party. Just kidding. All right. Best performance.
Little man. I got it.
Best performance. Brian Deckert as Connor from Detroit Become Human. First of all, that name makes it sound like he's already an android. So
it really does. He even looks like it.
Deckard.
Like him, yeah. That's
from Blade Runner. Christopher Judge as Kratos from God of War. Boy. Melisanthe Mahout as Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Fantastic character. So much podcasting, it hurts. Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker from Batman.
I picked Yuri Lowenthal.
I'm picking Christopher Judge.
I say because specifically I played Red 4 Dead, and it was between Red 4 Dead and Spider-Man, and I remember the end of Spider-Man just made me feel. Actors' job is to really make them convey the emotion, and they definitely did a great job in it.
Yeah.
Really? You don't think Kratos did an amazing job?
I think Kratos did a great job. I just unfortunately didn't complete it yet.
Oh, then your vote doesn't count for that.
Oh, saying somebody's vote doesn't count. What do you think I am? The independent party?
No, I thought you were Joey.
Damn. All right. Josh, did you say what your pick was?
Yeah, I was going with Yuri as well. But Christopher did do a good job. But I think it was still a little one note, but there was more emotion with Kratos. So,
yes. And Alejandro, what about you?
I want to say Yuri. I think his voice acting really made you feel like Batman.
And that's the game. It's
we'll see you next time.
The Batman Arkham trilogy, $5 for best friend.
I gotta be the different person here and say, well, I'm not that different. It's Christopher Judge. I think hands down. Like when you make a boring ass character like Kratos interesting, that counts for something. Like serious. Previous God of War game who's just Zeus, I am coming for you. I'm so angry all the time. Christopher Judge was like, boy, let's not talk about our feelings because I have PTSD or something. I don't know. But man,
no, but I mean, Yuri Lowenthal did a great job of making me want to play Sasuke and Naruto, okay?
Right? But
you know what? Yeah. You know what? I switched my vote. I'm thinking about it now. God of War, he actually did a really good job. And I'm only like halfway through the game. I'm thinking back on what I've played. Christopher Judge, like hands down, from the originals to now, the series has grown, and so has he. So
well, Well, he didn't play Kratos in the first 3 God of Wars. This is his first time playing Kratos.
Did he not play? Well, I'm talking about Kratos the character. Like he brought a depth to it that the originals didn't.
See, I thought they did though, because they sound a lot alike. But yeah, I thought it was a very subtle and nuanced performance. Yuri Lowenthal's great though. He's probably going to win it, but I really hope it's Christopher Judge, because goddamn, he's a man. Okay, presented by Dolby. Chris, you can read this one.
All right, give me a quick second. Best audio design presented by Dolby. Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, Forza Horizon 4, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
This is a very weird category. I don't feel like the sound in any of these games.
I think Red Dead Redemption 2.
But I have to say that as well, because they really strived for realism in that game.
Right.
Forza Horizon 4's atmosphere is pretty dope.
Nice.
I thought that was really cool.
I want to say God of War. It's just the music itself sounded really good.
We got to remember, it's not just the music; it's the sound design inside.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I mean, it really popped. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Music is the next category.
Yeah.
Okay, you know I'm already a sucker for that, so let me get this one right here. Best score music presented by Spotify. What the heck?
Spotify.
That wasn't there last time.
Got to get those sponsors.
We've got Celeste, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, and Octopath Traveler, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
This was a tough one for me. Yeah, because I initially thought, okay, Red Dead Redemption 2 has a very killer soundtrack. I like that soundtrack a lot.
It's something for everybody. That's what sucks. Like, all these soundtracks are different types. It's not like they're all... Celeste is completely chiptune. You can't really compare it to the rest of everything else.
I was going to say, Alan, what about Celeste, though?
Chiptune music is completely different from building atmosphere compared to these other games. Red Dead Redemption 2 music complements the environment.
Or orchestra, yeah.
I'm just going to say, I'm going with Ni no Kuni 2. Anything by Joe Hisashi. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Is he a Japanese guy with an American first name?
Yes.
I'd also like to point out the sound designer for Marvel Spider-Man's name is John Paisano. So I immediately go to, well, hello, Paisanos.
Well, and just because I think Joey doesn't know that this is a guy who pretty much wrote all the music for Studio Ghibli.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, that's a point there.
That's a plus.
The guy who made the music, his name is Bear McCreary. So
that's tight.
Beard over here. God of War, maybe.
Yeah. My vote is going to be Celeste. Just because if you guys haven't checked any of the videos out, there's a series where they do like music theory analysis on songs and game soundtracks. 8-bit theory. So they did one on Celeste. Like, honestly, Celeste has some of the most like memorable tunes that I don't like. Ni no Kuni has some great music. I can't remember any of the songs from Ni no Kuni 2 though. Like, when thinking back on it, but just because I haven't played in a while. But mine is Celeste.
Nice.
All right.
I remember the music being one of the best takeaways from Celeste when I was done with it. I was like, damn, son. All right. Alejandro, have you read anything in a while? I don't remember.
I think I read one a couple ago, but I can do the art direction.
Do the
do we want to go to? Do you want to go to best narrative?
We can do art direction.
Okay. Best art direction: Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption 2, Return of the Obra Dinn. I think someone made up the last one.
Clear winner, just standing over this, like, obviously. It's Octopath, right? Like, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, for me it's Octopath. It has.
I'm not the only one here, right?
Yeah.
The second you saw the trailer back like a year ago, you immediately go, "That's the pick." Yes. That's going to be nominated for Jeff Keighley's annual Game Awards show a year and a half later.
What about Red Dead Redemption 2, though?
It had good graphics. It was nice.
For realism, yes.
The realism is just staggering.
But the uniquity of having a 2D sprite over a 3D plane and that gorgeous lighting has not really been seen.
Who here has played Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
Me. I love that game.
So, do you see it winning any awards here?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't really do much new, but it does what Origins did better than how Origins did it. And I just really like, man, it's just a fun game. It's Assassin's Creed fans are going to love it. So
you really feel like Creed.
You feel like assassin.
Red Dead Redemption 2 makes you really feel like Red. My pick is Red Dead Redemption 2. The skybox alone blew my mind.
Oh, dude, the skybox was the first thing I noticed when I looked up. I was like, "This is the most gorgeous thing ever."
All right, we got 4 more categories, and I got a Pokemon game to play. So let's do this.
Okay, let me get this
Fallout
one.
76.
Best narrative: Detroit Become Human, God of War, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Which one wins it? Lightning round, quick, guys.
Spider-Man.
God of War.
Alan.
Oh, I guess me. Okay, Detroit.
You really think it's Detroit?
I like Detroit.
I like Detroit too. It's a fun game. What about you, Josh?
God of War.
God of War. Man, it was a tough one for me between God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'll just say it was God of War, but I wouldn't mind if either of those games won.
Like I said, whoever wins Game of the Year will probably win this category.
Is it God of War?
Or the opposite will win.
Yeah. The whole game's a tracking shot, and that just like cinema geek in me is like, oh, yes, okay,
it's amazing. Yeah,
I'll do this one. Best game direction: A Way Out,
Sold. That's it.
Become Human, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2.
God of War.
I'm going Spider-Man.
Josh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Detroit could win.
I just hate the director of Detroit. I think he's a scumbag piece of shit.
And
take that away.
You hear that, guys? That's the sound of us being blacklisted by everyone.
Oh man, you guys need to have not heard the stories about how creepy he is. But okay,
I've heard.
Yeah, he has a binder full of
the stuff alone from Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. It's creeping in now.
He's got a binder of Ellen Page's baby pictures. Let's just think about that.
I didn't hear about that part, but I just know a lot of other
He had to get inside her persona as a baby.
He wanted to get inside other things too, but
let's just skip it. I want to go back to the Happy Award show.
Alejandro, what's your pick?
For best game direction, it's gonna be God of War.
Same here. Just I was sold the minute I saw Corey Barlog's reaction to the review scores, just crying. It's just like, that's a man that's worked so hard.
That's a man who dedicated a lot of his life to this game. So.
Exactly. Granted, not to take away from all these other game development is so hard, guys. But it's like God of War, just like they took the idea of God of War and made it something out of this world. It's crazy. If you told me years ago that God of War would be like one of the best games of the year, like that'd be just insane. All right.
Best ongoing game: Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
I gotta vote Fortnite for this one, even though it's only been around for a year. But
I'm gonna Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Off all you.
What it's done for? See, we totally flipped on you here, Joey. You staged the coup while you went to go pee.
Oh, how
we're on your side, eh?
And Joey, we're gonna leave this one to you. We're gonna leave this one to you.
They pick it up for me. Game of the year. Here we go. Fortnite.
This is what I do when I trust you.
I'm so glad it's not. I'm so glad that game isn't there.
PUBG was in last year, and I was like, come on. Okay. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, big deal. Why that's in that same category. Crazy. God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's go.
Cuphead.
Okay.
Cuphead.
God of War.
God of War, very good choice. Alan.
Spider-Man.
Okay, Josh.
God of War.
Alejandro.
God of War. I would not be disappointed if Celeste got it. Deserves it. But
I
God of
would
War.
kill for Celeste to win it. You know how big of a win that would be for me.
Red Dead Redemption
Josh?
2 is also a great chance. Yeah.
I feel like only like 5% of people actually beat it by the time the Game Awards start. It's so long.
Yeah, and I vote God of War simply because Red Dead Redemption 2's controls drive me fucking insane.
Sorry that you haven't played a Grand Theft Auto since Vice City, Joey.
No, I don't. What, my guy?
Look,
it's the same controls as 5.
That's Vice City.
If you can't get used to holding down 7 buttons at a time, I don't think gaming is for you, my boy.
Oh, you might want to go back to this, Joey. You might want to go back to one of these.
I thought you were going to hold like a dildo.
Aim and the shoot button, the same button. Who does that?
I'm not even kidding. That was the first instances of me getting wanted, was trying to chat it up with somebody and I shot their face off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like, no, the controls are great. And then in my head, I'm like, shut up, Alan. Don't make it realize.
And when you're riding your horse in town, and you just accidentally, harmlessly brush someone's shoulder, you're wanted, and everyone's shooting at you.
That's how it was in the Wild Wild West.
It's the Wild Wild West.
Wiki wow.
Wiki wow. This is the Game and Talk 90s podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening and or watching. And for the 2 viewers of you who are live, I actually didn't read the comments. Oh, Super
When's
Game.
Kyle?
No, Kyle's been here. I didn't see it. I didn't have the title.
Kyle says, I'm going to have to leave when it gets to the best multiplayer game. I think he may have showed up a little late.
A little late, friend.
We started in reverse, son.
Yeah, because who talks about Game of the Year last? Like, first, really. But, all right, guys. Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me on social media at Nuke the Chris, and all my written and video stuff at nukethefridgegaming.com.
Very nice. Alan, where can we find you?
Currently on a social media sabbatical, but if you want your daily dose of memes, go find me at Alonzo Mega on Facebook and Twitter.
Sabbatical on the internet? Are you
yeah,
sure?
I can't handle it. I'm very sensitive, so I just kind of just jumped off because the whole idea of likes is just stupid.
John, where can we find you?
You can find me at -the_Brant, and that's my screen name for all video game stuff. So there you go.
Very cool. Alejandro, where can we find you?
You can find me at Twitter, at Rodega, and at The Lunch Buffet, it was my podcast with Matt Klein. We're actually starting up on Monday, so new episode will be out there.
I can't wait.
And we're going to try and bring you guys on as guests in the future. So
I can't wait.
Nice. All right. And, I guess it's my turn. You can find me on the internet, Twitter and Instagram, at FerrisWheelPro. You can find my written works on nukethefridge.com, like all of us. We all write for nukethefridge.com, in case you didn't know that. And you can find my video works on Nuke the Fridge Gaming, Ferris Wheel Productions, and Commonwealth Realm. Ferris Wheel Productions. I'll come out with another video sometime.
We should have like the ad thing where like what's his name? Review Tech USA is like, this episode's sponsored by this guy. You should do that at Commonwealth. Be like, this is sponsored by these guys.
The Nuke the Fridge podcast is brought to you by Fortnite.
4 hymns.
For Fortnite, all you need is 10 words.
All right, I think see you all next week. Bye.